Hey guys, happy Wednesday evening. Just wanted to pop on here real quick and talk about a few things. We got retreat coming next weekend, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that and just let you know that we are excited for that retreat next weekend, some things to be working on. We're really going to open up your minds. We're going to open up your hearts. We're going to be spending some good quality time together, giving each other some inspiration and ideas and so forth. And one thing that we're going to do that I'm asking all the coaches who are coming to that retreat next week to do. And if you're a couple, I want the male to do this, and I want the woman to do this too, male and female. I want everybody to do this. Every single coach come to retreat next week with this piece of paper. A lot of you got Carlene's Audible book from Coach Mike Burt, and Coach Mike Burt will tell you in there that he looked up to Stephen Covey, who wrote the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Over 30 million copies sold worldwide. I'm reading that book now, and all I can say is, wow. I wish I would have found it years ago and really dug into it years ago. Nobody in college talked about it for whatever reason, never heard of it. So, and that's disappointing because I took a lot of business courses in college. But I want to talk a little bit about one thing that Stephen Covey talks about in his habit number 2 is begin with the end in mind. What does that mean? Well, what we're going to do, we talk about this in OptiVia, and we always say lead from the future, act in the now. So basically what we want you to do is look at your life. Look at your life as a whole. Think about what life is going to look like. And I hate to say this, but when you pass away and if you were going to your funeral and sitting in the pews and somebody got up in front of the crowd and was reading a piece of paper that talked about your life, what would it look like? Your eulogy, what would it look like? So think about that for a little while. Think about what your life would look like if somebody were to give a eulogy today, whether it be your husband, your spouse, or your wife, or your kids, or whomever, your best friend. What would your life look like if they were to give a eulogy about you right now? So just think about that for a few minutes, or however long you need. What we're going to be doing, though, in this exercise, between now and retreat, I want each and every single one of you to get a nice sheet of paper or type this up if you want and bring to the retreat a mission statement. If you're not sure what a mission statement is, it's quite simple. It's basically a roadmap of what your life and future looks like and where you want to go. So think about that and start writing that mission statement. Mission statements do change and they evolve because obviously, if you're a single person now, if you get married, that mission statement will change because now you've got somebody else in the picture. If you're, if you're single or if you've got children, or if you're married with children, your mission statements are not going to be, identical at all. They may be in some areas, but in a lot of areas, they will not be the same. So really sit down and put some deep thought into this. And I'm not talking about a simple 1 or 2 liner. I know some businesses have a, whatever you want to call it, just a catchy phrase, if you will, in marketing or whatever. That's great. A mission statement here is going to be a little bit longer. So I'm looking for, 10 to 12 sentences, if not longer, of what you believe are your principles, your values, your character, what things you would like to accomplish, what achievements you would like to have accomplished. I'm going to read a little bit from Covey's book. That way, I'll make sure each one of you are on the same page with me on this. It says a personal mission statement. The most effective way I know to begin with the end in mind is to develop a personal mission statement or philosophy or creed. It focuses on what you want to be, your character, and to do, contributions and achievements, and on the values or principles upon which being and doing are based. So once again, it focuses on what you want to be, your character, and to do, your contributions and achievements, and on the values or principles upon which being and doing are based. Because each individual is unique, a personal mission statement will reflect their uniqueness, both in content and form. So that is your homework between now and retreat. Sit down and develop a personal mission statement. Bring that mission statement with you to the retreat. We will have an exercise when we get there over the weekend that talks about these personal mission statements and how we're going to use that to direct you toward your future path. So with that said, that is your homework. Y'all have a great week. Have a great weekend. We've got about, 7, 8 more days left in the month. So do the work, keep the momentum going, and we will see you guys next weekend. Take care.